In 1965, one of Wyoming's youngest prisoners was executed at Wyoming Frontier Prison, 22-year-old Andre Pixley. Now a museum, the penitentiary is supposedly haunted by Pixley's spirit. But he may not be the only one who still resides behind the prison walls. Find out who else may dwell here as this Paranormal TV Truth Be Told story concludes. Andre Pixley was described as the perfect psychopath. He had no conscience at all. He didn't remember any of the heinous crimes he committed when they found him in the room covered in blood. His execution was carried out shortly after midnight on December the 10th, 1965, in the prison gas chamber. Andre Pixley took longer to die than any other man in the death house.
He lived twice as long as all the others in the gas chamber. They say it takes longer to kill evil, and I'm convinced this guy was pure evil. And I mean, I'm not a big proponent of capital punishment, but this Pixley character, he scares me to death because the crime is so horrible. This is the prison gas chamber. The mechanics of the gas chamber, the warden pulled a pin on the side, dropped this handle. A bag full of cyanide pellets rolled into acid below the chair. Prisoner was unconscious in 10 to 15 seconds. They were all dead within 3 minutes, except for Andre Pixley. The witnesses were in the back room. For the first execution, there were 47 people in this room. By the time Andre Pixley was executed in 1965, there were 13 people. They changed the seals around the windows before the execution. And then, as I said before, they test the gas chamber to make sure it's working all right. We don't give tours in December. I'd been sitting in my office, I'd been researching the executions. We were doing a new display on the executions. I had a head full of stories of executions, but I didn't have all the dates, and I came up here, it was getting kind of late, and I needed a flashlight to read the dates of the walls on the hanging room. I was writing to the dates and with my flashlight in hand, and my flashlight drifted over and I caught the black eyes of Andre Pixley. As I looked deep into his eyes for the first time, I thought, there's something different about this guy. I'd never thought about it before. Something evil, possessed, demonic. At the instant I thought that, I swear to you, I heard something. I didn't recognize it at first, but behind me, I heard the faint sound of crying. Not just crying, young girls crying. And the sound of the crying was coming from the gas chamber. I was scared to death. Fumbling with my keys, I turned around and I'm walking to get out of here as fast as I can. When I got outside, and I thought about this, I mean, why just at that moment did I hear the crying? And why did I hear it then? And then I heard the church bells ringing a few blocks over, the Catholic church. And the first thing I thought was Andre Pixley had renounced the Catholic faith shortly before his death. And then I realized it was December 10th, 1965. His execution was just a few minutes after midnight that day.